What's up, Bulls Nation? My name's Jordan, and this is just another year Chicago Bulls. We got a draft prospect to talk about today, and that's Alex Karaban. We're going to be talking about his stats for the season, his strengths, his weaknesses, go into some NBA comparisons that I have for him, and then just general thoughts on him and if the Bulls should take him. But before we get into all that, you're excited for this year's draft and this new look Bulls, go ahead and hit that like button. Show your support and lets us know how ready you are for this NBA season. So, breaking down Alex Karaban, he's a 23-year-old senior, uh, played forward for UConn. He's a 6'8", with a nice 6'11" wingspan. Got some pretty good size to him. Then his stats for UConn here in this 25-26 season: played 34.3 minutes per game, shot 46.4% from the field, averaged 13.2 points per game, averaged 2.4 assists and 5.3 rebounds, and then zero point 0.8 blocks and steals. So pretty all around averages stat wise. Now, the strengths for Alex Karaban: he's an elite perimeter shooter, uh, elite floor spacer. He's a dead eye with smooth mechanics. He's a lethal catch and shoot threat. He's also a really great pick and pop option. And then the shooting gravity just immediately opens up the floor for his team. The off-ball movement that he has, he thrives in a structured offense, moves brilliantly without the ball, uh, sets physical screens, and hunts for those open spots in the opposing team's defense. His basketball IQ and playmaking, he's an unselfish connector who rarely turns the ball over. Most of the time, pretty much always making the right read, whether it is to pass the ball, shoot the ball. And he keeps the offensive he was keeping the offense for UConn flowing rather than stopping the ball. And he's got a versatile size. I mean, he's 6'8" with a 6'11" wingspan. Got great physical size for a forward. Plays strong team defense. So I mean, he's got just about everything that you would look for in a forward. I would say you could even run him at the 2 on some teams, potentially at the 2 on this team with Giddy at the 1, him at the 2, Modest at 3, say Caleb or Miller at the 4. Now, the weaknesses. He's not an athletic player, and he lacks the bursts of speed. He's not an elite vertical pop. He doesn't have that elite vertical, and he's not a top high end, or he doesn't have a high end top speed. He's a pretty below the rim finisher. Doesn't really any struggles to generate his own separation off the ball at times. His perimeter defense can be lacking. There's been times I've seen that he stands upright in his defensive stance, and he kind of lacks the lateral quickness to consistently stay in front of more explosive guards or wings. And then the isolation scoring is another weakness because of that lack of dynamic burst and creation ability. He's heavily reliant on spot up opportunities rather than creating his own offense when plays break down. So to me, him not uh he's not wouldn't be coming in and being the primary ball handler. He wouldn't be the primary guy with the ball in his hands. So even though he would be asked at times to make his own shot or get his own shot, that wouldn't be the focus of what he needs. So the ISO scoring one-on-one work doesn't take me off of him as much as say he was to play another position. Now, comparison wise, I put down Sam Hauser and George Niang because size wise, he's pretty similar to Niang, I believe. But the way that all three of these guys play is extremely similar. Not really the most athletic guys. Elite. They're extremely great or extremely good 3-point shooters. Can knock down shots, knock down catch and shoot, whether it be just a straight up catch and shoot or while moving, leaning. They can knock those down pretty easily. Not the most athletic. They don't really make very many mistakes. Not a lot of turnovers between these guys. They can be a glue guy essentially. They have team defensive awareness, so they're all much better in team defensive structures. So him having say Modest and Caleb and whoever we end up having at the 5 are everybody there is better help defenders than primary defenders. So adding him into that sort of scheme that they would have would just everyone's looking out for everyone. Everyone's looking at the next man along with their man. Everyone's the defense and the movement, and they would not be forced to switch as much because you're trying to help your other players. But just the floor spacing that they provide as well. But into my thoughts about Alex Karaban at pick 38. I like the way that he plays. I don't love the idea of another forward being drafted. Excuse me. I don't love the idea of another 4 being drafted because, or not 4, forward. We already have a good bit of forwards on the team. We're most likely going to get a forward between Wilson or Boozer, whoever falls to 4. We're getting a forward at 4 unless Peterson happens to be the one that falls. So if he's the best guy available, you take him and you see what happens. You're not drafting in this draft to fill positions necessarily. You want to get the best guy available at that pick. And if he happens to be the guy that Bryson Graham feels is that, I would be happy with it. I would be okay with it. I think he would fit well. I think he would be able to play the 2 in a bigger lineup. So I wouldn't hate the pick. I'm not looking for him to be the best, or I don't think that he is going to be the best guy at that pick 38 available, but time's to tell. And if Bryson feels like he is, I'm here for it. I think he's a good shooter and brings a lot to the team. Would bring a lot to the team and has a really high IQ. But those are my thoughts on Karaban. How do you feel? What do you think about Karaban? Would you want to see him on the Bulls? Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you would like to see Karaban or potentially someone else at that pick. While you're down there leaving that comment, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're not already. We're about 60 away from 1900, and we are consistently putting out content and videos, whether it be updates about the team, draft prospects. Going to be doing some content for the draft and keeping you guys updated on all things Bulls. So if you want to stay updated with Bulls stuff, Bulls news, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to make sure you don't miss it. With that being said, I appreciate you for tuning in today, and thank you for your time. Have a good one. Peace.